Hi guys, it's April and we are on the last succulent of this, at least this page of succulent dragons. I have a couple of yellow greens pulled for what I want to do for the yellow succulent, and depending on what time looks like by the time I get that one done, which I think I will have time, I do want to do a little bit of altering of this orange one because I'm not 100% happy with it yet, but I do have some ideas for that. But I am going to start with the yellow one. And for that, of course, I've got the normal soft white, which I've been using on all of these, which is the 501. I pulled out the 127, which is a cream color. I'm also reusing, is this one the reuse or I can't remember if it's the olive drab or the olive yellow that I used over here. I think it's the olive yellow. I used a little bit on the orange one and then a little bit on the green one, or the aqua one. I honestly don't remember. I have to look back at the description, but that is 198, and then I also have olive drab, which is 187. Which means I also have the chromium green opaque Faber-Castell Pitt pen. This is 174 for the final touches of the succulent, but I'm going to start with 187. I'm just going to get some of that shading in there. Not going to go too crazy too quickly. I just want to get that kind of olivey green shadow base. This will probably be the color I also do the outline, since I've done that on all of the succulents up to this point. I'm not being perfect at this stage. That I'm just kind of laying the base of where a lot of this color is going to be. Just fine tune it as I go. Then I'm going to switch over to the olive yellow. I'm going to get some of the same area, but I'm going to extend it out a little bit more than I did with just the drab olive. I'm going to kind of follow where I did all of that green highlighter. So I can start blending that highlighter. I forgot a little bit of the drab olive on that one. Sometimes there's just so many different leaves and petals that get a little lost. Oh, and I could probably zoom in a little bit for you. Sorry about that. There we go. That view should be slightly better. Off my game this morning. It's the blending of all the colors in the background that I think is going to be the trickiest bit to pull off. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to the white real quick. hit everything I want to hit? Think so. Okay, so the last color I have, which I'm going to kind of hit everything with, is the 127, which is a cream color. And this is to start blending all of the colors together. Okay, so then we're going to switch back to the olive drab. We can get a little bit of that shading back. It's all about building up those layers. Just gonna quickly use the yellow or the olive yellow, blend some of this background. I don't think I need any more of it beside the actual succulent. Okay. I'm gonna come back with the olive drab and I'm gonna start outlining the leaves. deepen a few of those shadows a little bit. Okay, put the pencils down. Pull out the chrome oxide, which is 174. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to let that dry to make any judgment on how I fully feel about that one. But I will take a picture so you can see it a little better on what that ends up looking like. I am gonna switch over real quick. I have this, I'm gonna use this drab olive again real quick, but I've also pulled out this soft orange color. It's officially called, oh no, one brilliant? I don't know. That's probably wrong, but it's 122. And I just, first of all, do not want to put my hand in wet ink. Want to both lighten and darken There's honestly not going to be a lot I can do. Because there are so many layers already on this succulent. But it, for some reason, just it doesn't feel right yet. Drop the drab. And I honestly have zero idea if the camera is picking up some of these extremely subtle changes. Oops, sorry. Hi, Dee. Not sure that the camera is quite picking up the subtleties that is happening right here, which I suppose is fine. Getting more of a mix of color looks and less of a flat orange look, but like I said, I don't know if the camera's picking that up. Try to get it when take a picture of it. I don't think it's bad. Just having one of those moments wondering if I should just walk away for just a half second or a week. Decide if I enjoy how it's looking when I come back and look at it again. I don't want to overwork any of the areas. I'm very much in danger of doing if I keep up. One of those moments where I'm like, could I do more? Or do I just put the pencil down? Probably should just put the pencil down. Okay. I want to see if I can find. There we go. This is the burgundy, which I did the original outline of this in. There are some lines that I need to redefine because I went over some areas a little too much. Okay. Think I need to call it. No, this wasn't a super long stream today, but we did get the rest of the succulents done, which means next time it should just be the dragon and cleaning up the background. And I think we can get that done. I'm probably going to use a lot of the colors that I have already used in all of these different colored succulents. I probably won't pull out any more new colors because I think it'd be cool if I did some of the teals and I pulled some of these more vibrant lime greens. Of course, highlighting with the yellow, and I could do some deeper tones with some of the burgundies and things like that. And it might pull all of this together a little bit more to have this central dragon that has bits and pieces of all the colors. I could probably even think about doing like some of the tips in some of the reds and the purples to pull those in as well, and maybe having some oranges and things like that. So that's kind of what I want to do with the dragon. I want the dragon to be the point in which all of these rainbow colored succulents come together as a cohesive combination that makes sense. What that actually looks like, I think I'm going to need some time to think about. It might be one of those that, yeah, I do some vibrant greens and some tealy greens, and then the blues and the purples become some of the shadows, and then I can do some of the tips in the red, and then I've got some of those highlights that I can do with the whites, and maybe pull out some of those extreme highlights with the yellows, and that would start to make all of those come together as one, and then figure out how around the dragon all of these backgrounds that I've kind of been doing around each of the succulents come together. I also and I need to think about what I want to do further with the backgrounds, because right now I've just kind of blurred them and merged them with the color. And it might just be that after I see what the dragon looks like with the background that way, if I need to add additional elements to the background to pull it together a little bit more. I've got some things to think about, but if you guys have ideas for how this page can continue to come together, I would love to hear them, because I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of winging this page from the very beginning. I don't think originally in my brain I was thinking of this page as a color wheel, but it turned into a color wheel. I'm not mad about it. It's just can't say it's my usual. So I would love to hear thoughts from you guys. I'll get a picture taken of this so maybe you can see more of the subtle color changes that are going on, and I'll post that for you. Otherwise, I will, of course, as always, put up my notification, reminder, pre-schedule, I don't know what you call that I will be going live sometime next weekend. So if you want to get the notification of when that's going to be, it's usually around the same time. It's usually Saturday around this time. So you can, if you aren't subscribed, subscribe so you can get that information. But also subscribe if you want instant notification of when I go live. But if you don't want to, I totally understand. I also post when I go live on Instagram and on Threads. So you can find all of that information there as well. I want to thank all of you guys for coming and hanging out with me and saying hi. It was a good start to what I hope is a wonderful weekend. I've got some gardening and landscaping stuff I need to do, and it's pretty nice outside, so I'm going to go out and I'm going to do that. But I hope you guys find joy in your weekend. Thank you so much for being here, and I heart your beautiful faces. Bye.